All right, here we go. So, Mr. Keys, I believe, has just started modding and has sent us a ship called the Rebel Gift Shop. So let's see. It's the toy flag. Oh, that's great. It's a tiny. Look at the little ship. Oh, it's so cute. Look at that tiny little toy flagship. RBG, you're still bummed you can't drop any ship in. The worst thing is you had one ready, and if you knew your computer was gonna give out like that, you'd have sent it earlier. That's all right. You just, you know, get a break. Get a break from ships for a week. Your PC knew you'd been working too hard. This is so funny. All single-person rooms, and the little the mini picture's got a $9.99 price tag on it. That's hilarious. Memorabilia class type A. General Tully purchased the scale replica of the Rebel flagship from the Rebel History Museum gift shop while on vacation last summer. He now thinks it'd be very funny to win the war with his refabbed child's toy. This is amazing, Mr. Keys. This is hilarious. So he's got all the little versions of the weapons. A mini ion, a mini beam, a mini missile, and a mini laser. Boarding's gonna be interesting. Yeah, actually. I'm gonna have to do some venting, probably. Yeah, not a bad starting loadout. Are weapons upgradable? They are, okay. Weapon loadout reminds you of Imposter. Ship made by Slow Rider. This is super funny. What is this? A flagship for ants? It needs to be at least 3 times bigger. He's absolutely right. Follow the rebellion. Alright, perfect Gibbs. You defeated the Rebel flagship and ensured the victory. Oh wait, why did it do that? Is that the Gibbs? Are the Gibbs that little background screen? That's weird. Oh, if the Rebel flagship dies, he's saying you win, I think is what that's saying. Is that what that is? Oh, this is so goofy. I love it. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 system slots. Was that enough to fit everything? I think it's just enough rooms. I think. Well, this is so great. This tiny little flagship. No one-room teleporter? I don't know. Oh, Mr. Keith says, borders, fires, breaches are much more annoying than normal, but you have stuff to help with that. So I might need to keep this fire suppression. Sounds like, potentially. Any vanilla systems can be bought. Yeah, okay. Well, I was just... Yeah, I wanted to... You need to have a room assigned to every system type. So that's why I was just counting. And it looks like it has exactly enough for that to be the case, I think. I can go to abandoned pretty safely, huh? Yeah. Lanius bombers wouldn't be scary at all. Not even a little bit. Well, our weapons are insane, so we can absolutely go for an early second shield. That's for sure on this ship. Is Medbay's manning station removed? Gosh, I hope so. Let's check. Sensor hack, okay. Oops, why do I have the wrong things here? Holy, that's a good reward. I assume... Yes, manning station has been removed. Very nice. This ship is so small you need to step outside to change your mind. Level 302, and you can't have more than one Lanius in a room. Oh, you're right. So we actually are pretty safe from Lanius bombers. You weren't even being facetious, I don't think. Beams can hit a lot of rooms, though. That's true. Beams can be pretty scary here. Is he running? No. Let's have double lasers here. Good dodges. I love the lore of this ship. The Admiral Tully bought it from the Rebel memorabilia gift shop and thought it would be funny to win with the ship. That's great. That might win for the funniest, like, lore behind a ship idea we've played in a while. Carefully cut that ship out with our little mini beam. Just a little mini beam. Holy, nice reward. Let's go get that shield. Alright, still not seen a store. You suspect it's broken the OP? Yes. It's looking... I mean, just this weapon system. This is like Kestrel A weapon system with actual good weapons. Ion Blast being the weakest, and it's not weak at all, because Ion Blast is not a bad weapon. I do not want to forgive it. But I'll be honest, as I always say for viewerships, I always prefer OP-ness to no OP-ness. Holy crap, we're getting all the amazing rewards on this ship that needs no help at all. Alright, so 3 Nebula jumps does get us 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can get 1 before going to 3 Nebula jumps and get 9 jumps here. Okay. Hey, the Bobster, thank you for the 15 months of subbage. Hope I'm doing well. This ship is adorable. It's so cute. It's a cute little ship. I am doing well. Always have fun with new, amazing, creative ship ideas. So funny. Whew, almost took damage. The ship ain't built for onboard drones, though, you'll say. Drone control room can have only 1 onboard drone at a time. I wonder what would happen with a 1-person drone control room. Would it move one outside of the other room, or would it just not let you power it? How are you going to vent lots of humans if you don't have lots of humans to vent? That's a really good question. That's like, what came first, the chicken or the egg? The human or the venting room? Run triple ion and O2 crew kill everything. Sure. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Thanks for the suggestion, though. You suspect it spawns outside. The issue lies in healing of the onboard drone. Yeah. Although, honestly, I don't likely even get that system, so it's a non-issue, but still, true. True. You gotta nitpick about something. Oh, thank you for ion bombing an empty room. Appreciate that. This ship is so tiny. Looks so great. Alright, one more nebula. Ion intruder drone would be hard to deal with. Yeah, I have a feeling any type of boarding is going to be a bit of an issue. Unless they're in a level 3 heal bay room. Let's send Engie into there. Send Mantis into there. You go beyond doors. Actually, no, let's do this. To get a head start. And then our human can go in there. Yeah. This is going to be really annoying. It's hilarious, but dealing with borders is going to be the balance, probably, of this ship. That boarding will be ridiculously annoying to deal with. Beetle-doo, beetle-day. But hey, at least we got a level 3 heal bay to help deal with it. Shield bubble is comically oversized. Is it the shield bubble that's oversized, or is our ship just too undersized? That's the real question. Are there any level 3 heal bay events? Holy crap, a weapon floating in space. Are you kidding me? I actually have a full cargo with this ship that needs no help? Okay. I think the one where you, manufacture a heal at the colony or whatever, I think gives you a better reward if you have higher level heal bay, I think. You need a lot of micro-control in this ship. Oh, micro-control, I get it. Alright, well, I think I'm guaranteed to see a store, because I think I've seen every jump so far, and I'm pretty sure I haven't seen a store yet. There we go. Level 3 May Bay gets you a crew in one of the distress events. Okay. Alright, backup battery, lifeform scanner. Don't really want any of these things. Man, I might actually want fire suppression and slug breach gel, which the only way to get slug repair gel is through the slug homeworlds event, isn't it? Although, it's FTL navigation, lifeform scanner. Let's get that, and let's just get that. That'll help deal with borders some too. My control, super good at that. Do I want to keep Pegasus? Artemis is arguably better than Pegasus because it's faster. One-man teleporter. It'll be so useful. I will not be one-man teleporting this run, I'm sorry to say. Actually, I'm not even sorry to say it. I'm very happy to say I will not be doing that. This might be a crew kill. This. Okay, you're both below 15. Beautiful. That's crew kill. Oh, great. More stuff to sell right after I left the store. Wow. Wow, we are getting ridiculously good rewards. I love it when I use up all my good RNG on Mondays. You don't think level 3 helps with the disease? You think you need NG medbots for the best reward? Ah, you might be right. Maybe I'm getting it confused with the one you were talking about where we got the free crew. We count one rebel flagship, Lord Vader, but it's so small. We count one rebel flagship, Lord Vader. It's so small, it's evading our turbo lasers. That's right. Nice, nice. NG or pirate. NG or pirate. What do I want? What do I want to do here? Free crew. More stores. I don't have long-range scanners. It is the gift shop ship. It is. Oh, because it's gift shop, we're getting a lot of gifts. We're collecting all the gifts. And we're re-gifting. It's kind of mirrored. I guess I have a chance for a green sector here as opposed to a red sector there. What cereal blocks did this thing fall out of? No, it came from the Rebel gift shop. You know, the Rebel Museum gift shop. Totally, completely a real thing. Alright. so he's running sensors so I can see. We got 3 crew. Okay. So let me hit a couple rooms, then use mind control here. Serving my missiles as much as possible. Oh, that's perfect. Fighting a fire. Oh, why did... Oh, God. Oh, that's so annoying. Why would you move out of the room when I literally the only thing I want you to do is fight in a fire, you stupid dude. Why would a mind control guy run out of the fire room when there's people to fight in there? I don't understand that. Oh, that's a map. Holy shnikes. Okay. Oh, we got asteroid, pulsar, asteroid. I even have an efficient way to get a store here. I don't know that we do. Alright, carefully cut that ship out. We even have bombard their key structures for this one. Nice. Alright, let's go for crew kill here. Which means fighting you till you're low health, letting you run, and letting him board a second time, and then killing his clone bay. Beedle-dee-dee-dee. Beedle-dee-dee-dee. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Have to wait for the NG to board. Kill him with our mantis. And then kill his clone bay. That's level 2 at least. I'll have to rush it though. That should do it right there. Okay. Somehow we still have not killed him. How did you not kill that NG before he got out of there, by the way? By the way. Ugh. Okay. Oh, come on, man. Alright, we got there. Level 3 heal bay, go Bert. Go Bert. Alright, 152 scrap. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Man, do I just skip a store here? With my weapons as good as they are, I might just skip a store because I can get a lot of scrap here. Where's the asteroid field? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I get so much scrap here. Let's skip the store of the sector just because their locations are not great. I'll use this as a gain scrap, tons of scrap. And do crew kill here as well. Training in the meantime. Same thing. We let him board, let him run away. With Clone Bay, this is actually easier than Heal Bay because he can't heal back up. That way. Alright, wait for him to board again. He's going to board again. I just can't wait. This guy boards again. So I need to kill a rock dude. Comes. He's probably gonna run before I can do it. What I'm gonna do is get 3 rooms with mini bay. See if that gets Clone Bay offline. It does. Okay. Probably go back. A little worried here. Let's do this. Good. If I do this, he should prioritize repairing that. Oh, wow, he never ran. Okay. And that should do it. Beautiful. Oh. Oh, there's a free repair. Free repair when I'm already full health. Isn't that ironic, don't you think? Oh, I was hoping that was going to be a store, actually. These stores are just in really bad locations. All right, let's get 1 power. It's a little too ironic. A little too ironic. Thanks, Alanis Morissette. Poke the missile. Doge. Good. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Alright, we got backup battery. Man, I am super strong right now. I'm gonna get 1 more power so I can just backup battery my dodges. Now we're gonna save scrap because we basically just need to get hacking and we're almost boss fight ready. Kind of. But this ship is so ridiculous. This ship is amazing. I love it. I love the little head, a little what you would call it, dollars price tag on the little mini picture in the hangar. How much is that flagship in the window? The one with the waggly ears. What's that song? How much is that doggy in the window? This is totally what this is right now. Rand, I'm you, but smaller. I mean stronger, damn it. Why not both? Why not both? Nope, you already said smaller. Can't take it back. I have to now design the ship as you being you, but smaller. Not stronger. Didn't hit 3 rooms with this mini beam. Not sure if I did or not. Bit of a cheeky swipe. Oh, I can hit that way. That's what I should have done. Strike me down and I shall become smaller than you could possibly imagine. Really? Smaller? Is that what happened to Obi-Wan? When his clothes fell down and wasn't becoming invisible, he just became so tiny. He was basically Ant-Man, but his clothes didn't change size with him. Can you imagine Tully walking into R&D at Federation HQ saying, I want you to turn this into a functional mini flagship so we can blow up the real flagship with their own flagship replica. And the folks in the R&D department would go, Admiral, did you have a little too much to drink last night? I mean, I went to the bar. Why do you ask? Oh, I meant to not kill you. Well. How much crew do they have? Do they have 2 crew? I can still crew kill us potentially. That's 2 MGs. I failed. I failed the crew kill. Such a failure. That was a slug or a rock or a Zoltan, I'd take it. If I'm far enough ahead, I can do that, but I already have 2 NGs. It's not the size of your flagship that matters, but how many war crimes you can commit with it. Nice. This is something out of your favorite Martian with the shrinking spaceship. My favorite Martian. I don't think I ever saw that. You're confused why we don't have just humans, though? Because Admiral Tully... I don't know. I was trying to think of a good, like, lore reason that Admiral Tully would put other crew on there. I mean, we're not a rebel ship, even though we are the mini rebel ship. So we're not against other races being on our ship. So that would be my answer. It's a real Federation crew. Rebel leader, here is a flagship. I've asked you to simply make it smaller. Rebel scientist. Okay, sir, that's what we're trying to do, but honestly, possible. Federation was able to build this in a cave with a box of scrap. Yeah. Well, I'm not Tony Stark, okay? Do I dive for a store? I mean, I'm strong, but no reason to dive. Now I have lots of scrap. Let's go engine control. With a box of scrap. Probably a box of 69 scrap, because it is the best amount of scrap. Probably. I find no flaw in your logic. Keep moving you there when I want to move you there. I should actually use a missile here for the first time. Being super greedy with my missiles. Too greedy, one might say. Oh my gosh. Did we just start a couple of fires with a mini beam? God, mini beam is OP. Alright, fire suppression. Doing some help right there. Yes, I said doing some help. Yes, I can English. Why do you ask? Alright, 69 scrap. I mean, 230 scrap. That's a flak. And that's a long-range scanners. So... Okay, first thing we replace is definitely Ion Blast. The other system we want is hacking, which you do not have here. So we do that. Do we have a second store before I spend all my scrap? No. Okay, so we do that, that, and that. And now we definitely are boss ready. But I wouldn't mind getting some extra weapons in the 6 sectors we still have. Time for a mini flackening? Oh, that'd be awesome. 4 times flackening on this, the highest amount of flak per square inch. The flak weapons are bigger than the rooms. Actually, every weapon is bigger than the rooms in this ship. This one. I feel like we had another mini ship at one point. I think maybe Math Champ built some ship kind of like this. All these tiny rooms, all these upgrade systems, and no giant alien, alien spider blue options. Sad. When the recoil from those massive flaks tear the ship apart. No, it would just fire and it starts spinning around everywhere, you know? The ship would just be spinning all the time. It's pretty amazing to see in action. Well, that's double giant missiles. Well, I mean, single giant missile, but any number of missiles sucks. Okay, I didn't have my cloaking at least. So I can cloak the missile. You just don't get to have missiles. Nice double fire. I will missile you. Sir, we can't reach the next beacon. Why? You keep firing the flaks and we can't fly straight. You spin me right round, baby, right round like a record, baby, flak round, round, round. Nice, nice. You flak me right round, baby. I should have repaired my doors. This guy really, really likes his heavy lasers, though. Okay, I'll fix the doors after. Get a heavy laser offline. I don't think these time out well. Oh, we're good. So you repair that. You see if this is a crew kill. Which requires you to actually go into that room. There we go. Wow, that's a really good deal. Ha! It's gonna crew kill you, but this is my last augment slot. As long as we find a store before we get another free augment, this is definitely a good scrap gain. Surrender. The ship is like 4. This ship is like 4 power drone that should be deployed from some other ship. If this ship were a drone, it'd be the most powerful drone you could possibly imagine. What's my thoughts on Storybook Brawl getting shut down? Sadness, and that's what happens if you invest in NFT companies, I guess. I don't know much about it other than that's what happened. They sold it to some Bitcoin NFT thing and it got shut down. Sure, I'll take that deal. No store, okay. I think you mean fair and perfectly balanced and should be included in vanilla FTL. On the power level of this as a drone ship? Absolutely. Completely. That's right. There've probably been a lot of games that, you know, got roped in by the whole, I don't even know what to call it, fad, craze, whatever, of people buying them out and thinking, oh, then they can monetize the game and make way more money, and then the game just dies. Like, I feel like that's happened a lot in the last few years. FTX bought the company that published Storybook Brawl. When all their stuff happened, they had to liquidate everything. Yeah. It's sad, but I mean, what else can I say? Just sad. Sucks. It's a great game. But don't sell your company to FTX. Weird to me that, I mean, I don't know if that's the only company that offered to buy them out. Or like, surely somebody else with an actual gaming track record would be better to sell their game to. Did I spend any money on Storybook Brawl? I think I got gifted the like $20 package by Nietzsche or something like that for the game. That allowed me to unlock more of the heroes. Or all the heroes or something. Oh, Abandoned 4. Guess we're about to find out how susceptible we are to Lanius single boarding. But I don't think I might have... Was the game free to play at first? Or was it like an inexpensive $5 thing? I honestly can't remember. I asked my pastor to pray for my hearing. He put his hands on my ears and prayed passionately for a few minutes. Afterward, he asked, how's your hearing? I said, not sure yet. It's at the courthouse next week. Okay. Double Missile Zoltan Shield Ship. Amazing. It was always free to play. Then yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't spend any money on it. The endless dilemma of double missiles. Do I cloak the first one? I feel like that's going for my weapons or cloaking. Or do I hope we dodge one of them? And it looks like we're just gonna probably take the big giant missile. Oh, nice. Beautiful. Very, very nice. Wow, this guy's got 2 shields and a value point. Okay. I really enjoyed Storybook Brawl. I think I stopped playing it around the time it got bought out, because that was when they started making all these changes to it. Like, they started doing some graphical changes and added a bunch of monetization stuff to it, I think. Are there any other games that have caught my eye recently? Oh my gosh, 3 shields, Sector 3? There's a lot of stuff that is early access that I'm looking forward to eventually, like that Lord of the Rings building game. I'm looking forward to the Deep Rock Galactic, whatchamacallit, Vampire Survivors type game. Just started streaming Sniper Elite the other day, and I've been having fun with that so far. Me and Shogi off stream started playing a little bit of V Rising again. I do eventually want to play the Miles Morales Spider-Man 2 game that I think came out recently. And I probably also want to play the new Force, not Force Unleashed, but whatever that new Star Wars game the game that came out that had horrible reviews because it had FPS issues. There's a bunch of stuff on the horizon that I'm eventually going to get to. Although honestly, with how much FTL I've been playing lately, it'll probably take forever to get to a lot of those. This ship is so cute. Yes. Oh my gosh. It's a great bribe. The problem is I already have 3 augments, so I'm going to be a hero here. Have I tried the hunt game mode in Sniper Elite? No, I've only played one time, and I've been playing the campaign. So I have not done that yet. I will probably give that a try at some point, though. Yeah, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, the 2 or whatever. Or maybe Survivor is the name of the new one. Holy double reward. That was crazy good reward. Performance is indeed not the best. EA keeps patching. Yeah, that's like my excuse to not play it right now. I probably wouldn't have played it right as it came out anyway, because I usually try to avoid hype trains and play things later. But I definitely plan on playing that eventually, because I liked the first one. I hope the combat's smoother in the second one. I have a feeling the combat's going to be the same, though. I have so much scrap. I might as well get 3rd shield right now. Survivor's the name, sequel to Fallen Order. Okay, yeah. Be purged is nowhere safe anymore. Of course, we'd have to get the 3rd shield. That's when the store appears. There's hacking. Okay. Long-range scanners that I already have. Okay, repair arm, we're not going to keep that. Fire suppression, I think I will keep. None of these are upgraded weapons. We get that. I see another store. Pulsar. Okay. Level 2 hacking and power. And we are ridiculously strong. I'm going to get long-range scanners. I'm going to save my scraps. What I'm going to do. What's the gig with this ship? Admiral Tully bought this Rebel flagship replica in the Rebel Museum gift shop and thought it would be funny if if they outfitted the ship and beat the real Rebel flagship with this replica. So it's a gift shop replica that we're going to fight the flagship with. Great story. Oh, now that's a free rock crew. Yes, I'm really flush on scrap. I'm gonna take a free rock. That gets a single blue option. That'll be absolutely worth it. You're a fighting rock. I'm gonna put you on shields, actually. Certainly have more options in terms of crowd control, but generally combat is the same. Oh, and the new Star Wars game. I'm sad to hear that. I was really hoping they'd make some things that made it so that you flowed from stance to stance or from, you know, move to move better. But, you know, more crowd control options, that could be good. I'll have to see once I play it. Alright. If I mind control the pilot, you guys don't fight each other, do you? I'm gonna go for that. If I do this, there we go. This is about to wear off with this. Got him. Get deleted. Have I played any of the new God of Wars? No, I've never been huge in the God of War. I played the first one years and years and years ago when I worked at GameStop. It was a great game, but it was always a little gory for me, and it was also always on PlayStation. And I was always a like Nintendo gamer back when or Xbox gamer when I actually had consoles. Although it might have been an Xbox. But I don't know, I've never really gotten to the God of War games. How badly do I want to store? I guess weapons is the only thing I really need to upgrade, so like getting a halberd over mini beam. So, a long-winded way to say, no, I have not. I've heard the new one is good, though. The one where you're like, your son is following you around or something. They got rid of the slow ability and give you confusion, aka Jedi mind tricks. You can make people shoot their buddies. Oh, that's cool. Well, we are on our way to a flackening. Alright, which weapon do I get rid of for this? These are all S tier weapons. 1 damage for 2 damage, 1 power for 2 damage, 1 power for 2 damage, 1 for potentially 3 or 4. Let's go ahead and get rid of the missile. It sells for the most. And I'll take any excuse to get rid of missiles. That. Power. Alright. Well, we are halfway to our mini flackening. That'd be so amazing if we get a mini flackening. Okay, intruders on board. Can you kill your friends? Wow, this micro is really annoying to do this. Let's see that. Yes, cool. That guy changed positions strangely. Okay. Let's get the Mantis the fighting training as much as possible. Okay. Speaking of patches and why it's good for every patch to be... Wait. Speaking of patches... Hold on a second. And why it's good for you to wait a bit. You don't know why, but every patch takes like 2 hours. Goodness gracious. Thank goodness. Now when you fire your flax, they'll cancel out and you won't spin. Yeah, that's right. That's why I put them this, you know, this way. Now we'll just go straight backwards instead of spinning around. Flax setup now symmetric. You can shoot and fly straight again. Straight backwards, you mean. We will be flying straight backwards with every shot. You also preloaded the day before it came out, managed only 75%, started up the next day and had to download everything again, and then it didn't start and you immediately had to verify and repair the installation. You know, EA is a small company and you can't really expect them to iron out every bug before putting out a game. It's just, you know, there's a small indie dev company. They just don't have the time, the testers, the money to really do that, you know. Kappa. Bible thump. Man, I don't want to go to Rock Homeworlds. But I also don't want to be forced into Zoltan potentially. Buying teleporter would be epic with the ship, that one-person teleporter, you know it. So if I go Rock Homeworlds, what I need is level 5 engines to be safe from Rock Live Mine, which is 70 scrap. So we almost have enough for that, like 1 or 2 ship fights. Alright, let's do it. Okay, Asteroid Field we know is not Rock Live Mines. Let's do that. Also can't upgrade my ship there, though. Oh, damn. I was hoping for at least 1 or 2 dodges there. Guess we got shot 80,000 times, so no dodges for us. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-doop. Maybe I'll get Ariadna Grande. Yeah! What a great singer she is. I would love to have her on my ship. She can entertain the entire crew. Please don't be Rock Live Mine. Okay, good. I am 8 scrap from being able to be safe from Rock Live Mine. Indie studios are more likely to focus on fixing a game than a large studio. Small studios are mainly run by devs who care about code quality. Large studios are run by execs and accountants who financially qualify an issue and make a determination based on dollar cost rather than a quality game. That's the internet idea. And I don't think it's completely wrong. I think it's a little overblown. And I would say certain companies are more guilty of that than others. But I don't hard disagree with what you say. I think that's the super skeptical view of that. But I would say probably EA and Blizzard are 2 of the most well known for screwing up in that way in recent years. Maybe somebody more than Blizzard, I don't know. But I will agree that indie studios, well, I mean, there's a lot of indie studios, so I don't know if generally it's true, but at least of the good indie studios, I will agree that that's true a lot of the time. All right, let's go ahead and do it. Let's make ourselves safe from Rock Live Mine. Even though I don't have near enough power to power all those engines. That's reality from the large company angle. I mean, there are large companies out there that don't fit into what you're saying. From Software, I think, is pretty good about not putting out super buggy games. You know, Elden Ring is a good example. Although maybe it is super buggy, but we have rose-tinted goggles. I don't know. Like, I think there are fewer big companies than there are indie devs. So it's like, again, I feel like that's just kind of the more glass half empty view of large devs. Somehow the ship is only on the same level like Rebel Rigger if a halberd were to hit you perfectly. Oh yeah, this enemy ship is super weak, definitely. Alright, I mistimed my thing earlier. Shouldn't have fired my flax. Should have known cloaking was going to be ready then. Okay, store 57 scrap. Do I have anything to sell? No. Do I want to buy anything? I probably should buy fuel. Go 1, 2, 3. Oh, that would be a dive, wouldn't it? Alright, I'm gonna just go to the store then. Unit damage-wise from the room setup. Same level like Rebel Rigger. Oh, you're talking about if a beam hit it, we would take a lot of damage. Probably, yes, we probably would. Okay. I don't think I care about a second store. I don't really have scrap to buy weapons. Next would be like a Burst Laser 2 upgrade. Hey, Ariadna Grande, welcome to the ship. Oh, your placement's not good though. 6, 5, 4. So I need to be here in 3. I mean, who are the bad to talk about, you know, devs and their quality of development and propensity to put out unfinished, buggy games. Who are the worst and who are the best? I'd say EA is probably one of the worst. I don't know if From Software is one of the best or not. Probably not one of the best. I feel like old Blizzard used to be one of the good ones. Why do we have heal bay on O2 level 3? The ship just started with that. And I think that's to help to deal with borders and breaches because the single-person rooms are very constricting. So, it's supposed to help deal with, like, boarding drones, and ship starts with fire suppression to get rid of fires. Old Blizzard had server meltdowns and queuing for every new flavor of WoW. I thought New Blizzard had that too. From what I've been seeing, New Blizzard kind of has been cutting down on servers and having issues with that as well. I'm talking Old Blizzard like when WoW first came out. Because they didn't put WoW out until it was done. It was pushed back over and over and over to make sure it was a finished, fixed, working game. Back when Diablo 2 was first come out, similar thing. They wouldn't put out the game till it was finished because they were a quality dev studio that wouldn't put out unfinished buggy games. I'm talking about super old WoW, Blizzard. In your opinion, Rockstar Games is doing a great job? Okay. Which are the Grand Theft Auto games. EA isn't a dev, it's a publisher. Ah, okay, I probably should clarify that then. Okay. Well, then I guess I'm probably not the best one to talk about this if I don't even know the difference between a dev and a publisher. I think that's an important difference, though. At the same time, it's often the pressure and rules from the publisher that force studios to release unfinished games. Yeah. Act of Blizzard being another good example of that. Finish the game before releasing it, so 2000s. Ah, damn it. Do I even want to do this? Free repair. Raw cold plating. I'm going to just ignore this. Or take it and I take the ship fight and just kill them. So I guess so. It's just a guaranteed ship fight, I guess. Yeah, so it was basically Blizzard before Wrath of the Lich King. Or maybe Wrath of the Lich King. Refuse to comply. I don't have any shield training, so let's put there. So Blizzard, up to release of Wrath of the Lich King, I'll say. I feel like had a better track record for quality tested games and not releasing untested junk that was buggy as hell. Wrath of the Lich King was 2008, yeah. Of course, I'm also jaded because that's about when I stopped playing WoW, so maybe it was still good after that, but those are kind of my last good memories of WoW being in its heyday. Let me get some power here. Games have grown more complex and bigger. Yeah, which means it's harder to do that. Which means it's more impressive for the dev studios that do successfully put out games that are, we'll say, a minimum of bugs. Probably very little software that has 0 bugs. Sure. Power that doesn't cost me scrap, I'm down. Alright, we have learned recently that slug nebulas are some of the best scrap gains in the game. So let's go ahead and do that. We already have level 3 Heal Band O2, which are both useful in slug nebula. Let's go. Okay. What would I even want from a store right now? And this quest is... This is the rock ship fight. More flax. You know what? Let's go here, and if I can make it around to there, we will. If not, I won't sweat the small stuff. Darn, no flax. Stealth weapons is interesting. I have very fast weapons. If I get level 3 cloaking, that could be quite good. We could actually go for slug repair gel here. No, we can't. This isn't Slug Homeworlds. Okay. Get all the fuel. I don't think I want stealth weapons that badly. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, I'll backtrack to get that. EA basically forced BioWare, known for their RPGs, to develop a shooter to have some competition for Destiny in the Division, and on top of force them to switch engines from Unreal to Frostbite. That is the cluster F that became Anthem. That's how a publisher ruins a perfectly good streak of good games from a veteran studio. Yeah. I don't think I know anything about Anthem. I vaguely remember seeing maybe some videos about Anthem. The devs and their publishers aren't too greedy and they love what they do. The finished product is more likely to be a hit. Again, I agree that that is the ideal. Which publishers out there do that well? Because like EA and Activision, I feel like are the ones that are... I guess that depends on your definition of doing it well, right? Like From Software, I feel like is the only really good one that I can think of. And are they a publisher, or are they just a dev studio, or are they both? Because, you know, Elden Ring was Game of the Year last year, so I feel like that's a good example. I think they might be a dev studio and possibly also a publisher for some smaller games, maybe. I'm bad at knowing the business end of things, so I probably am not completely up to snuff on my knowledge of all the different publishers and developers out there. Whoops. Still hit the shield. Good. Good dodges. No surrender. So I agree that ideally that's how it should work, Serial Eater. Like Riot Games has been pretty successful in recent years with League and what is their shooter game? Not Fortnite, not Overwatch. Valorant, I think. So maybe they're... And I know they're developing an MMO. I don't know if they're also a publisher of other games or not, so I don't know if they're a good example or not. They're running. What I want to do is just kill these guys. And just take the scrap for the ship fight. So what I'm going to do is hack piloting and shoot shield. Looks like they have like level 3 cloaking. Oh, jeez. Wow. Okay, I messed that up. I did an extra cloak that I didn't mean to do. Or I cloaked when I didn't mean to. Alright, that will potentially pull the pilot. Although I locked him in. I did kill his cloaking though, so this should work. Alright, there's fire suppression doing its thing. And I'm genuinely asking, I'm wondering who is actually a dev slash game slash publishing studio that's doing it right. Maybe Naughty Dog. You haven't really played a lot of their more recent games. The Last of Us 1 or 2 are big hits. At the very least, you don't hear anything about their games being rushed or buggy. Okay. So the Last of Us devs. Cool. Potentially one's doing it right. Doing it well. Naughty Dog also did Uncharted. Okay. So that sounds like a good potential for a studio who's at least doing something right. Alright, what do you got? Pretty good weapons. Do I even want to mind control? I'll just send my dudes over here. I mean, this is probably the wrong chat to ask because our chat is so into indie games. We're like, Subset, they're the only ones doing it right. Subset, who puts out a game every 12 years or so. They're the only ones that really know what they're doing. With their 2 games they've released. In your opinion, the quality studios are mostly focused on console games. Yeah, and I feel like that's probably because that's the smart choice. I've watched videos on this, like YouTube videos, about how hard it is to develop for PC. Because not only do you have to make a good game, you have to make a good game that can run on any random spec'd out machine that exists. And that's like really, really difficult. When you're developing for consoles, you know exactly what your hardware is and everybody has the exact same build. So it's way easier to bug fix and all that. Alright, improved med bay, blue option, nice. This is not a, whatchamacallit, a coffin ship as we've gotten for this ship build a lot recently. Piloting may make them not able to dodge. Nice. Okay, again, we're going to continue to get the Mantis the training here. While Paradox is known for outrageous DLC pricing, I think they're not exactly known for releasing buggy games. They do this right. Paradox. What games does Paradox do? Those aren't the 4K games, are they? Like Stellaris and stuff, is it? Turn-based strat games. Is that the Stellaris people? It is Stellaris people. Crusader Kings, Heart of Iron. Okay, okay. Outrageous DLC prices. Okay. I could kind of see that, but also I can kind of see how people wouldn't like that because a lot of DLC out there is really cheap. But I guess it depends on how much content is in their DLC, if it's worth it or not. Blue options, great. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could get like 6 if I had a... I might actually be able to do that. If there's a ship pipe down there, I might do that. Outrageous. Outrage. Okay, you're saying outrageous. I think you mean outrageous is relative. You mean compared to Sims add-on, it's cheap. Okay. Compared to the Sims, alright. Double missile, double ion. What a build. Sorry, I'm being a grammar Nazi and judging your English, you non-native English speaker, you. Alright, double ion. I don't think we'll ever actually take damage here. So we should be fine. This. Okay. Yeah, we can do that easily. Can't learn if no one corrects you. Let's see. Wow, glaive beam and fire beam. What an optimistic build. That's the other reason why I told you, because I know you're not gonna get offended if I correct you. I also usually prefer to be corrected if I spell or say something wrong. You are a very optimistic build. You might want to get hacking with that, sir. Although if you had that with hacking and hack my shields, I'd be terrified and probably be raging at FTL right now. Alright, well, we are about a sector and a half ahead in scrap and rewards right now, so we're hoping for, I don't know, more flax. Deep Rock Galactic was really polished before Ghost Ship released it. Okay. Which is really encouraging, since one of the games I'm really looking forward to is their next game, which is, what is it, DRG Survivor or something like that? I'm really looking forward to that. I think your sons have Crusader Kings from Paradox. Your older has something like $500 worth of expansions. $500? Most of which he won from a giveaway. The other has $300 worth. Most he got from Humble Bundle for much less. Okay, that is pretty crazy. That there's that much... that you can actually spend that much on expansions. That is pretty insane. DRG runs great. You can shoot the bugs in the game, and it has beer. And you could say, rock and stone, brother, rock and stone. I don't even want... No Zoltan Homeworlds. Engine control might be low scrap, Sector 8, or 7, but... No thanks, Zoltan Border Police on my single-person rooms. Okay. Devil missiles, attack the shields, weapons, and have you kill your friends. Okay, I didn't poke the bomb, but it looks like we dodged it, so we're good. We're good. Beep, 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 beep. Okay. 370 scrap. Not seeing a store yet. We will definitely see stores. So let's be patient, save our scrap, and hope a store has 2 flak ones, which is literally not possible to spawn. Have I seen that the train sim game on... Oh, that train sim game on Steam with several $1,000s with DLC. There's so many that you can't even get Steam to give you a total. Really? No, I haven't seen that. Alright, so human get us a mantis. Mantis gets us scrap. Mind control gets us scrap. Get a mantis. Best human blue option in the game, because it gets us a mantis named Smith. When does the DRG Survivor release? I don't know. I think it's like just been announced and that's all. I don't even think there's a release date for early access. I think it's really pre-alpha anything. I think. I have it on my wish list or follow or whatever for both, but I don't actually know. Planned release in 2023. Oh, okay. Well, that's this year. That's better than that's more than I knew and better than I expected, honestly. I kind of need to take the fuel deal. I don't want to take it, but I'm going. Awesome. I'm glad to hear it's this year. I will probably stream that then if it's this year. Scratch that. If it comes out this year, I will absolutely stream it. Secure cash, free stuff. I'm going for some sort of, you know, hoarding record right now. Hoarding, what's it called? Achievement. All the scrap I'm saving. Train Sim 3 has 74 DLCs and the button says all to cart 1,100 pounds. Cool. Sounds like a bargain. Sounds like a bargain. That's hilarious, honestly. Shut up and take my money, I know, right? At least Paradox is consistent. They release 20 DLCs per game and take 10 to 20 bucks each time. Honestly, with how much work DLCs take to make, they probably should generally be more. It's just like one of those things where it's kind of like the fact that streaming video games exists and people make a living doing it. People say, well, it's free PR for the game. Honestly, the only reason devs let people do it is because there would be such outrage if they started suing people for playing their game on, you know, platforms like YouTube and Twitch, that they couldn't handle the PR fallout. Like, oh man, these are amazing weapons. Kind of like that. DLCs are probably underpriced as a general rule, but people have gotten used to the price and are mad when they get higher. All right, we're selling dual lasers to get burst laser 2. Problem is, halberd beam becomes a 9 power weapon system, so looks like I'm keeping mini beam. Solaris is up to 270 bucks. Sad to say you own all of them except the newest one. You eagerly anticipate Solaris being well balanced and fun around version 5.5. You don't see how? You don't see how? Which one you're talking about? The video game streaming one or the DLC pricing one, or both? DLCs are based on existing content and are published with near zero overhead. Really? Really? Okay, I don't exactly know what overhead means, but I find that hard to believe because you have to pay employees to create the content, and even though a lot of the infrastructure is already in place to make the content, you still got to pay all your employees to make that content, right? I just don't see how zero overhead could be true. You bought Destiny 2 1 to 2 months after it was released, and they released $40 to $50 DLC 2 weeks after your purchase, which was pretty much mandatory to have. Okay, you know what? Maybe I will actually get stealth weapons since I'm not seeing anything else that I want. Okay, so 1, 2, and now we have exactly as much fuel as we need. I mean, you might be right about what you're saying. It just sounds weird to me that zero overhead could be a thing for a development of a game. Some DLCs have an entire new universe of the game you love, $5. Other are, we painted the armor blue, $20. Yeah, I'm sure there's a spectrum of that. Okay. Gun reactor booster that I can't do anything with, but take a fight right now. Often they are worked on by people that wouldn't even have anything to do, i.e. if you have art people, a DLC that's only art keeps them busy. Publishing-wise, downloaded content has very, very low overhead compared to the number of people that can download it. May not like the changes to the game, but at least they're still working on improving the game. It's not like 20 plus years ago where an expansion actually came on a CD. Okay, alright. I'll take your word for it. I don't know I know nothing actually about the cost of developing a game versus the cost of developing a DLC. So that again sounds like a little bit of rose-tinted glasses to me, but maybe you're right about that. But yeah, it is easier to distribute games these days, that's for sure. Since almost everybody buys digitally. I mean, it's when I say almost everybody, it's probably like 95% people buy their games digitally, I'm guessing, something like that. I did have a friend I used to work with who actually hated buying digital games because he needs to have a hard copy for some reason. Just has to have that feeling of owning a physical copy of the thing, which there are probably people out there like that. There are a decent amount of people out there. I'm definitely not one of those. They still work on Stellaris, but that is not connected to DLC. The content you get from a lot of the DLC is not amazing. Who even does have a CD, DVD, Blu-ray, etc. drive? There are people out there. You haven't seen one in years? My brother has a DVD player that he uses occasionally. Alright, well, I guess... I mean, we still have a chance for a Sector 8 store, so let's not spend our scrap yet. How often do PCs come with a drive anymore? Yeah. Yeah, it's true. Oh, it's funny, I bought my car last year, and it's a 2016, I think. And it has a CD player, and I'm like, oh, I forgot that cars came with these. And CD players are probably used even more than, like, you know, DVD, Blu-ray, all that kind of stuff is these days. All right, let's do this. All right, so this is not enough time event, so we need a crew kill if we want full rewards. I don't know if we're going to be able to make that happen, sadly. I'm going to try it. Fire in the heal bay helps. Okay, we might be able to make this work now. This might work, actually. Especially if you can't put that fire out. Nice. Now we might control the guy in shields, and we're good. Hopefully our cloaking's up in time. I should not have used level 2 cloaking, by the way. This, and this. There we go. Okay, so fire spreading. Okay, and if he goes into... Okay, you low enough health? You are. You move. You do. Okay. Got him. Not enough time? Not enough time. That's what I say to that. You're not sure your old DV drive is even connected to your power cable. If you would love a hard copy, because if Valve ever gets under, you can kiss your library that is several $1,000s worth goodbye. Maybe Valve gets bought out by someone else and they try a new monetization strategy. Oh my god. If that ever happened, they'd have the biggest PR falling out of any gaming company ever. You bought a USB Blu-ray drive a while ago so you could check all your old CDs and then throw them out. It's a good idea, honestly. Oh, there's our store. Okay, we do get a great store. Hard copies have advantages. Your sister's Amazon account got hacked, and for part of the recovery process, they locked her Kindle. She's lost all her books. Jeez. That does suck. Okay. Damn, it's 2 halberd beams. I'd have to lose first laser, and I don't want to or flak, and I don't want to, and I don't want to trade out a mini beam for first laser 1, so I guess I'm keeping this. I might as well sell my long range scanners though. Not gonna probably do me much good anymore. Any other augments in this store? A reloader, perfect. Okay. Let's get a 4th shield. Last power. Okay. You're saying they don't actually own copies of what we sold them? They only have permission to play the game they bought? Yeah, that is Steam, I guess. We've all been cheated all these years out of getting any value for our money as we spend thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of hours playing those things that we have permission to play. Oh, I thought I had level 2 hacking already. I mean, back at that. Oops. Big giant missile. Go heal. I did. Oh wait, I have stealth weapons. I'm actually safe to do that. That's right. And that's what stealth weapons lets me do. Fire as much as I want while cloaked. Very nice. You're still not dead, eh? I'm greeting for score farming again. Oh, I guess we're going to the boss fight early. I wasn't planning on that, and I can't upgrade. Okay, well, I wanted to give myself a little more time, but I don't want to take damage for it. The system works fine until it doesn't, I guess. Yeah. I sure hope it's not in my lifetime that Valve and Steam break down. Well, that's really good. Okay. That's why I should have not had power and mind control, but I think I was mid-jump, so I didn't have an option there. Get deleted, sir. And now I can't even get mind control off of... damn. Wow, the triple hit, huh? Alright, well, not that many crew kills, but mind control hack makes it a lot harder to do that. Imagine installing games from physical media. Ew, I know, right? Honestly, if they ever went back to that, how would they even do it? Like, would it all be on USB drives? Would it be... What would it be on? Because nobody has the hardware to do CD-ROMs or DVD-ROMs or any of that anymore. It'd have to be flash drives, I guess, right? There's the backup battery. You know what? Maybe I even want weapon control over that. I might get weapon value after phase 2 of the boss. You missed manuals. You just missed the little booklets that came with all the game CDs. Yeah, those were nice. Having a reference to like see the controls and those were nice. My friend Tim, who sometimes hangs out here, his name is Fat Attack on Twitch and everything. He is big into like old school. He's basically building his own arcade rack. So he's doing things like getting ROMs or something of a bunch of arcade games and putting him on his own custom built arcade thing that he could swap it out, put it on different screens, create joysticks for. That, I think, must be a big thing that some people do now, is creating their own, you know, arcade, whatever. And the reason I said that is because he also is getting the booklets for all those. Like, every time you download those things, you can actually often get the booklet as part of the download. Got all these old school Nintendo, arcade, Super Nintendo, Sega games, and the booklets on there too. Little booklets and anti-piracy blocking puzzles. Little booklets, you owned a copy of Falcon 4.0, and that thing literally came with a book. A10 Warthog Manual. I'm not sure if I know that reference. Alright, 95 scrap. That is 5 away from getting our weapon value. Let's see if we can get that. We might get a 4th run in today. We might. We've had some pretty strong runs so far. All these level 3 cloaking ships are making these fights a lot longer. You have nostalgia for the games from when you were 10 because you were 10 years old again. You wish you were 10 years old again playing video games without mortgage? Yeah. That's probably why most people do those kinds of things, for the nostalgia factor. It's not because they're like better games than the games that are available to play now or anything. Although some of them are. That's why some of my favorite video game music of all time is all those old school RPGs I played. Secret of Mana, Final Fantasy VI, Final Fantasy VIII, Breath of Fire. Those old school RPGs I played so much. Weapon value, and let's go doors. I mean, I said doors, I meant piloting. You always had to beg mom for money to buy those video games. You don't want to be in that position either. Yeah, people talk about, I wish I was a kid again. The world was simpler. I usually don't think that, because I also remember being stuck at my house, not being allowed to watch or play what I want because I was in a fairly sheltered house. Even though it was a pretty, I mean, my parents were cool and all, but like, I don't know. I like being able to dictate my own life, even if that means I have to pay bills, you know? It's a trade-off. And I would rather be on this side of the trade-off than the 10 years old again, not being allowed to watch the movies I want or play the games I want or whatever. With responsibility does come freedom. Oh, I don't think that's the Spider-Man 2 quote, but it's something like that. With great freedom comes great responsibility. Sure, it's something like that, right? Something like that. Ooh, almost got the missiles offline, but not quite. Alright, that looks like a 0 damage boss fight to me. The baby mini gift shop flagship wins! No mini placketing. GG Cookie Time, Mr. Keys. Amazing ship. Super fun. Super OP. The toy flagship. What a great run. Now we're the biggest flagship. How do you like that? Small man syndrome is my friend in high school said I had. 5336. Wow, that was not a very high score. Only $9.99 plus shipping and handling and tax. Only 43 ships defeated. 98 beacons explored. I guess I had a lot of nebula jumps in the previous run. You missed the NES 8-bit and thumb blisters controller, huh? Alright, super fun ship for Mr. Keys. I look forward to any other ships you create if you send them to us. Next, I'm going to play one of Void Master's ships, because there's 2 from him. And then if we have time, I will do a Basel Golem ship. Although if Basel Golem's here and Void Master isn't here, I can do a different order. But we'll play at least 1 more, possibly 2 more ships. But really quickly, I'm set to choose Room. When we come back, we'll do another one. Y'all rock. See you in just a bit, my friends.